Hey guys, welcome to Jen's Lemonade Life. It has been a while since I've chatted with you, so join me and we'll catch up and I will teach you about my journey. So please ignore my snoring dog. She's not even sleeping. She just makes a noise to beg for attention. Anyway, it has been a hot minute since I have regularly uploaded, and that's for a couple reasons, and a big one being because I have been on a debt-free journey. So I set out last year following kind of loosely the Dave Ramsey plan. A big part of that is just lowering expenses, and I got an emergency savings and then I knocked out debt. It has been so exciting that less than a month ago I finally paid off debt. I've never been debt-free as an adult, and I'm 36, so it's pretty cool. I did a lot of things to save money because I don't make that much money, so reducing expenses was a big thing. So in no particular order, I've got kind of a list here that I wanted to share with you, maybe some things that you have not thought of. One thing is to lower your existing bills. So take a look at your budget and just write it out and see where you can lower it. For example, one thing might be lowering the data on your phone plan. Every little bit helps, and you really need unlimited. It's good to actually look and see how much of it you use. You may be overpaying. That also kind of goes for internet. Are you overpaying for how much service you actually use? Kind of along that lines as well, watch out for auto-renewals. I had my antivirus software recently auto-renew, but I had already bought it from the office supply store with the reward that I had. So if I wasn't checking my email, I might have paid twice for the same product. Also, months ago, when I went to Canada on a one-day trip, I paid $5 to get the North America Canadian travel plan for data, and they promised me that it would automatically just be for that 1 month only, and like 6 months later I look and I notice they've been charging me $5 every month, which, you know, I mean, that's 30 bucks, but like when you calculate, like, you know, I gotta work this much time for it and I could be spending that on something else. That's more than I spend on groceries for a week sometimes. One thing that's big is I don't do cable. I don't do TV. I do Amazon Prime Video when I have it. I do, right now I'm doing Hulu because for Black Friday they did 1 year where it's 99 cents for a month, and I'm like, you know, I can handle $12 for unlimited movies and shows. And then Netflix I will do sometimes, but only seasonally, like in the winter when I don't want to leave the house as much. And I'll only do it sometimes when I get a free trial, but we'll talk a little bit more about free trials in a minute. A big thing for me is drinking more water, and it's also good for your health too, but the sodas, the juices, the milk, I really don't drink it at all. If I go out, sometimes I'll get like a Dr. Pepper, but it's not a daily staple. It's never anything that enters my shopping cart. It's saving me money and saving me some pounds. Meal planning has been really key for me. I've never been a huge spender. I would say that food is one of those things that can get really spiraled for me because I like eating out. It's easy, it's quick, it tastes good. So that is something that I have to obviously cut down on eating out, but also just meal planning in general. So I'm not just throwing things in my cart. I'm very methodical about it. And that also saves me gas from having to run to the store. Sometimes I was running to the store pretty much every day because I was like, oh, I ran out of that. I should just go get some. Oh, you know what? I feel like this. I'm just going to go get some. And it also saves me money, so I don't have a lot of wasted food, like produce that's going bad in the fridge because you can't find it because you have so much in your fridge or you just didn't feel like it. So meal planning has been very vital. And actually I've lost about 15 pounds within the last 2 months. I've been working on that and intentionally planning, doing research on proteins that are going to keep you filled, fiber that's going to help you feel full, and like different satiating foods, and planning them into my diet. So that could be something interesting if you're curious about that, and I'll probably include it more with my weight loss journey, but that's another video. Make sure to subscribe so you see that. And the bell notification, hit that while you're at it. It may not be something that everyone thinks about, but I did a lot of hand washing clothing. So at my last place, I was living in an apartment that I did not have a washer and dryer in my apartment. So I would have to go to like the coin operated machines at the apartment or go to a laundromat. Aside from that just being a hassle, it's also really expensive. And so I bought little hand washing things. I have a video on that. I did a lot of hand washing and then drip drying in my bathtub and air drying on a rack that I got. And I know that saved me a lot of money. If you don't want to be that extreme, you know, you can at least go and throw your stuff in the washing machine. Once it's all nice and spun out, then you can hang it dry. It's better on your clothes too because it doesn't put as much wear and tear on them. So you're saving money with washing and also the wear and tear aspect. I do love me a good coupon. So I do coupon. I used to be a pretty extreme couponer, and I've kind of simmered down, partially because the way the stores do it have changed, and partially because it can be a lot of effort if you're not really smart about it. Like, oh, there's a promotion, I better run to the store today, and you're going to Rite Aid like 5 times a week, and it's just, that's not very practical, depending on your lifestyle, of course. But there are some things like toothpaste I haven't paid for in years, shampoo and conditioner I haven't paid for in years, because I stock up when there are promotions, and I have a lot of it. Q-tips I will not have to buy for years. So those kind of things, if you watch out for them, there's different blogs. My favorite is probably Hip to Save, and they just give you breakdowns, things that are going on. So it's really nice that you don't have to do all the legwork yourself. Also, things like if you do treat yourself to like a burger or something, usually on the receipt there's a survey you can do, so you might get something free next time you come by. I did a video around my birthday of things that you can do and get for free for your birthday, so make sure to check that out because you can do quite a bit, get lots of goodies from different companies. Sinking funds is something that you might hear in the budgeting world. Basically, if you know that you are going to need money for something, kind of squirrel it away. For example, auto insurance, I pay mine every 6 months as opposed to monthly because I get a better discount that way. But instead of being surprised at that 6 month, like, oh crap, I have to find, you know, X many hundreds of dollars, then I will just calculate, okay, well, I only need to put aside this much each month. I put it in a savings account where it's going to earn a smidge of interest, and then it's there, it's ready for me, and it's not some big impact. So you work that into your budget. You can do the same thing for like your Christmas budget, things like that. So just planning ahead and having the patience and saving up for it. I love doing like crafts and cooking and stuff, so maybe this isn't for everyone, but homemade gifts, handmade gifts are awesome for different occasions. And assuming that you're not like spending a lot on materials, then you can save a lot of money that way. I know this is pretty common sense, but refrain from buying new things. That's a pretty duh thing. Just don't go on your little shopping sprees. But there's a lot of things that, what was the saying? Use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without. And that's something that I've done with, for example, like this hoodie I've had since I was 16. I've had it for 20 years. And you know what? It's got this little bit of a hole, and yeah, it's a little dingy, but you know what? It's comfortable and it keeps me warm, and I layer something nicer over it in the winter, and why toss a good thing? Also, the camera that I am filming this with, I desperately want to replace it. I have for the longest time, months, years, and I really, really, really wanted to spend my bonus and my tax return on getting a new camera, but that's like $700 for the one that I wanted, and I knew I can pay off how much of a credit card, how much of a student loan with that. So delayed gratification is huge. When you have a goal to dig yourself out of debt and not have that weighing over you, not being a slave to the lender, then it's a beautiful thing and well worth the wait. I mentioned this a little earlier, but free trials is definitely something that I like. Netflix, Amazon, actually Amazon has a lot of different things like audiobooks, music, that kind of stuff, and I'll link down to some below. I am an affiliate, so you know, I appreciate your support if you do want to try them. But the nice thing is, for example, like Netflix, I will join I think it's like every 6 to 12 months, somewhere in that with most companies, you can reapply for a free trial. So if I just, you know, get Netflix for a month, enjoy it, turn it off before it auto renews, and then just, you know, wait a while. That's not for everyone, but if you don't care about being a couch potato, you know, like that's something that you can do. I personally, I enjoy YouTube. If you need entertainment for free, YouTube is free, and I have lots of videos. I have 3 channels that I'm posting on. I have a feeling you probably haven't watched all the videos. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. But back to the Amazon thing. I really, really do appreciate if you sign up for a free trial. That helps me out. If you even just go to my store down below, if you're needing to order something, just go to that link and then go search out what you want, and that really benefits me. That's something that you can do that doesn't cost extra. Just throwing that out there. One thing that I did is make a sacrifice on living arrangements. It's not for everyone, but the place I was living in, like, I was getting by, but it was kind of hard, and the rent was going up when I was going to renew my lease, and I just knew, like, that's why I was getting into debt, is because I had no wiggle room. I was, you know, putting all my groceries and everything on credit cards, and that's just not feasible. So knowing that it's kind of hard to find affordable places where I am, I asked around, and it just so happens that I'm renting space in someone's home, and it's a good arrangement for me right now. It benefits them, it benefits me, and, you know, I won't be here the rest of my life, but it is helping me get out of debt and save up for the next stage of my life. Another thing that I've posted a video on is this little one here. I groom her myself. She may not look like the belle of the ball, but that saves, I don't know, what is it, like 40 bucks, 60 bucks every month or two. Like, it really adds up on these dogs that don't shed. So that's something to consider. Videos like that and the washing clothing and stuff, I'll link that down to them below. There's going to be lots of helpful links, so make sure to check out the description of this video. And the last one, just for fun, travel. I've still gone on lots of travels while doing this, but that's because I work for an airline, so I get to fly standby for free or cheap. So if you want to check out those adventures, maybe even live vicariously through me because you're saving money and not going on those adventures yourself, make sure to check out my travel vlogs here on this channel. If there are any money saving tips that you can think of that I didn't mention, feel free to comment down below. And I hope to see you guys around soon. I'm not posting every week like I used to because I don't have time. I got other goals, and you have to do the adult thing and, you know, try to prioritize and stuff, but I will be doing more, kind of coming back into this, getting excited to do more YouTubing. So anyway, I feel like this is a forever long video. Sorry to yap your ear off. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you around next time.